Hello everybody, I'm waiting on people to get on here. I'm a little bit early, so we will start exactly at 3 o'clock Facebook time. I also have my computer up so that I can see when people ask questions. So, as soon as people start getting on here and we can see everybody, then I will definitely start. Kind of remember that there is about a 10 to 15 second delay and from the time that I talk till it shows up on Facebook. So as soon as we get going good here, I'm at the office, so I'm here till 5 o'clock if anybody wants to stop by and see me. Today's my scheduled floor time, so I am here until 5 and happy to help any way I can. It's kind of strange. I'm trying to look at the camera and then look over here as well, and I can, so I can see everything. Yeah, like I said, if you have any questions at all, go ahead and start posting those so I can get those answered for you. That's what this is all about, is me trying to help anybody who's interested in buying or selling. And right now is an awesome time to sell. So, like I said, if you have any questions at all, feel free to put those in. Otherwise, I'm going to answer some general questions, but it may not be exactly the question that's on your mind. So make sure you ask any questions you may have. Okay, according to Facebook, we have about 1 more minute before I officially start. So let's see if anybody else jumps on here. Okay. Hi, Tammy Mead. Let's see here. My computer's going dead. That's not a good thing. Let's go ahead and get that plugged in so that we don't have to worry about that. Hopefully I remember to bring my cord. Again, if y'all have any questions, make sure you ask those. Get this plugged in so I don't lose that. Okay, it's 3 o'clock, so I'll go ahead and start. My name is Cindy Justice. I'm with Elite Realty Group out here in Morristown, Tennessee. I'm licensed to sell in all of Tennessee, so I'm happy to answer questions. And a lot of the questions that you may have pertain to any place across the country. And I do work with agents in other states as well as lenders in other states. So if you have any questions about any state, if I don't know the answer, I will definitely find the answer for you, and I'll send you a PM with the answer if I don't have it currently, but most of the things are pretty much the same. Hi Gina, how are you, sweetie? Again, there is a 10 to 15 second delay, so I will answer your questions the best of my ability. I see Edward Bright is watching all the way from Florida. Hi Eddie, how are you? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start. So some of the most common questions are about credit scores and lending and things of that nature. So there are different loans available for different credit scores. You can purchase as low down as a 580 credit score right now. That's with a down payment of 3.5%. So just give an example, a $100,000 house would be $3,500 down on that one. Now, if you have a little bit better credit score, like a 620, then you can get the 100% loan and pay no money down, which is always, awesome not to have any money out of your pocket. And a lot of people, tend to believe that the no money down loans are bad, and they are not bad. They are actually usually very, very good loans. A USDA loan is one of them, which is a government loan, and it's very competitive in rates and things like that. So definitely, if you don't have a lender, let me know, and I'll be happy to have a lender contact you and go over all the different options for you. A lot of people, think they have to have, like 10 years on the job. That's also not true. There's different criteria for different loans. Usually they like to see 2 years worth of job history, unless you are very young and you're going straight from your parents' house into a home that you own. Then they can, work with that as well. If you're out of college, just get out of college and go buy a home of your own. They can work with that. And when I say 2 years worth of job history, that doesn't necessarily mean the same job for 2 years. As long as there's no big gaps in employment and things like that, lenders can definitely take a look at it and usually take care of that as well for you. Now let's talk about the actual finding the house and where to start and all that good stuff. The first thing you need to do is, if you're in Tennessee, you need to call me. That way, we can discuss, the difference between your wants and your needs, and what the best loan type is for you, and what lender you need to go with, and all that great stuff. The average home price is around $120,000 for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, things of that nature. But there are lower price homes available. So if you're currently paying $500 or more for your rent, definitely we need to, see if we can't get you a home that you own. Hi, Christy. You're asking about credit scores. Again, credit scores, 580. They can do down to a 580. Some lenders can on a FHA loan. That's 3.5% down, or 620 or above. You can usually qualify for the no money down loan. Yes, Abigail. Actually, I work with a lender, and I'm on board with a Homes for Heroes type loan, and that works for law enforcement, education, anybody that works for the Board of Education, janitors, bus drivers, anything like that, anybody that works in law enforcement, as long as you're getting paid by the county or by the Board of Education, or in the medical field, getting paid by the hospital or by a doctor, then yes, you would qualify for that type of loan, as long as credit scores and all that are in line as well. So Abigail, if you will send me a private message, I'd be happy to put you in contact with the lender that I have that does that, and she can go over that with you and what type of benefits that loan is for you, and see if that is the best loan for you right now. It's a really awesome program, and as far as I know, this one lender in our area is one of the few that does it, and I've partnered with her. Okay, so we need to discuss about wants and needs and things of that nature, because homes right now are very scarce on the market. There's not a lot available out there right now, unfortunately, so we have to determine what's a want and what's a need. A need is something that you have to have. It's non-negotiable, has to be set in stone, and we can usually meet most needs when it comes to finding you a home in your price range. When it comes to finding having wants, for instance, I would like to have a half acre of land. Sometimes we have to be able to negotiate on things like that. We would, if it's not something that has to, chances are, especially if this is your first home, this is not going to be the home you live in for the rest of your life. This is going to be a stepping stone to a better home. So our goal is to get what you have to have in an area that you want currently, and then, in a couple of years, we can sell that home, hopefully put a little money in your pocket from it, and move you up to a bigger home, better home, in a better location, with more of your wants. I'm also looking over here to see if there's any more questions. So if y'all have any questions, please ask anytime. And if you work for the Department of Education as a teacher, an assistant, a custodian, a cafeteria worker, bus driver, anything, send me a private message. If you work for the Sheriff's Department, the county, if you work for a hospital, a doctor, no matter what capacity, if you're getting paydays from them, then please send me a private message and let me send you to this lender that we were talking about a little bit ago. Also, I'd like for everybody to please feel free to share this on your page. Once this video is over, it'll be under replay, so please share it as well. Okay, and let's go back now to the buying questions. So once we have the home picked out for you, the next step we do is we write an offer. Now, if the offer is accepted, then, yes, ma'am, you can, Charlotte. Same county, another county, wherever you decide. Yes, you can. Once we have the home picked out and we have it under contract, that's what it's called, that's when the offer has been accepted. The next stage would be your inspections. Now, home inspections are not part of any loan or anything like that. That is something that you do pay for out of your pocket, and that's usually a couple $100, and it's not a requirement, but I do suggest it because that goes through, and it's a home inspector's job to tell you, to kind of pick apart the house so that you know exactly what you're getting into when you purchase the home. And from that point, once the inspections are signed off on and everything's okay, then we can move on to the loan, getting everything done for it. The lender is going to send you out a checklist of stuff that they need, all that great stuff. And I guess I should have started back at the beginning. Before we start looking for a house, we have to have you pre-qualified for a loan. That gives us the price range we need. That gives us, the type of loan so we know what houses will work and what houses will not. All that great things. Hi, Christy. Send me a PM, and I'll put you in contact with the lender because they're better to explain that loan than I am. I can just tell you it gives you some benefits at closing. So it's an awesome, awesome loan. And they can explain it exactly the way it is better than I am. I'm a realtor, not a lender, so really legally not supposed to go into too much about the loans, but I'd be happy to have her contact you and go into that with you, and it's an awesome loan. You will love it. Okay, so once we do that, and we've got, you've got your pre-qualified, we've written your offer, it's been accepted, we've done our inspections, and everything's okay, then the lender's going to send you out a checklist of things that they need. Another checklist of, updated bank statements, things of that nature. Nothing big. Then we go into basically just a waiting period for closing. During this time, which takes usually, let's say, 15 to 30 days, anytime in that time frame, then it's just a waiting game, and it's you and the lender in contact, and they're keeping me updated, and you're keeping me updated, and we're going through everything that the lender needs and making sure they have everything they need to send it to underwriting for final approval. Once it comes out of final approval, we have what's called clear to close, and the closing date's set. And then we show up, you sign some papers, and quite a few papers, but that is your actual final documents. You sign those, and at that point, the seller gets their money, and you get your keys. So realistically, if we got you pre-qualified today, we could find you a house this week. We could have you closed by the first week of February. And that's very possible. And I really suggest anybody who's paying, like I said, $500 or more on rent per month, contact me. Let's get you in a house that's yours. Let's build some equity for you. Instead of paying, your landlord's mortgage for them and put money in their pocket, let's build a equity savings, so to speak, for you and your family to benefit you. Now, selling your house. Right now is an awesome time to sell because there's not a lot of houses on the market. If you need to sell or are thinking about selling in this year, I definitely say let's put it on the market now. Get it started before the interest rates go up, which is going to happen this year. And right now with, everything interest rates have risen a little bit, but we're still very, very low compared to what they used to be. So before they go back up, shoot back up to the 10% range or 6% range. Right now, let's get you, get your home sold while people can, still afford to buy one. Is there any other questions that anybody can think of that, I haven't covered? I see some people on here that I have actually sold homes to. If you are thinking about, moving, I know statistics tell me that every 2 years, you kind of feel like your home's too small for you and you need to move. So if that's the case and you are considering moving, let's first put you through to a lender and make sure that if you sell your house, you can move. And if so, let's get it on the market and get it sold and find you a home that's more, more suited towards your needs. And if there's anybody watching from over at Sevier County, I know with the fires and things like that going on over there, that there's not a whole lot of homes available over there. We may be able to get you in some of the surrounding counties if we can't find exactly what you're looking for in Sevier County. Or maybe some of the surrounding towns in Sevier County if we can't get you in the exact, portion. If you want Gatlinburg and there's nothing in Gatlinburg right now that suits your needs, then we can definitely look in, Pigeon Forge, Sevierville, Seymour, other areas as well. So, my goal is to be your resource for real estate. I want to help you as much as I can, So any questions you ever have, anytime, you don't have to wait on one of these Facebook Lives. You can call me. 865-210-4633 is my cell phone number, and it's always on. The office number is 423-307-8566. You can visit my website to look at all the homes that are for sale in the MLS. That's www.homesinthesmokiestn.com. Or you can message me on Facebook. Add me as a friend, send me a message. Any way you wish to contact me, call, text, PM, email, anything. I'll do my best to answer in a timely fashion. I'd also like to ask everybody a favor. If you could share this video to your page so that it gets out to more people, I would greatly appreciate it. And, if you're one of my former clients, which like I said, I see several on here. Charlotte Moore is on here, and she's one of my former clients and a great friend. Brittany Maybe's on here. Samantha Bernard's on here. Some great clients I've worked with in the past, and I'd love the opportunity, to help you. Or if you're not ready and you know somebody else who is, please think of me and pass my information along to them. I appreciate referrals. And again, if there's no more questions, I'll go ahead and let you guys go for today. But I'll do another one of these next week. In the meantime, you can, if you think of any questions. Mr. Combs, let's see here. You want to retire into Douglas Lake in the next couple of years? Actually, I'm from Kentucky originally. I've been here for about 14 years now. And Douglas Lake is a beautiful area. I lived in Dandridge for 8 years. Loved it out there. And if you're looking to retire down this way in the next couple of years, we definitely want to start looking now because home prices are on the rise and all that great stuff. So, right now we might be able to find you a nice foreclosure or something that would suit, what you need. So, definitely, send me a PM and we'll see what we can do for you. At least get you started having some stuff sent to you. And I can do that and set you up on automatic where you get anything new that's listed. Okay, so if there's no more questions, I'll wait about 5 seconds. Make sure nothing else pops up. And I'll sign off. But again, I'll try to do another one of these next week. Everybody do me a favor. When this gets on the replay in a couple of minutes, please come back to my page and share it to your page so that more people can see it. My goal, again, is to be your resource for real estate. I want to be your friend in the real estate business. No matter what state you're in, I can't sell homes in other states, but I can definitely hook you up with somebody who can help you. Again, if you all don't have any more questions, I'll sign off for now. Thank you all so much for watching, and visit my website and visit me on Facebook, and thanks again. Bye-bye.